Jesse has learned a lot about what to do in an emergency. He learned his personal information, he made an emergency plan, and he even knows how to call 911. There's another thing Jesse needs to do so he's ready for any emergency. Prepare a first aid kit. What's a first aid kit? It's a container of medical supplies you might need in an emergency. Medical supplies are things that help in case of an injury or sickness. First aid is help that is quickly given to someone who is injured or sick. There are some supplies you should always keep in your first aid kit, which we will go over. But there may be special things your family needs that others may not. Work with your adults at home to make sure you have just what is needed. Here are the steps to making a first aid kit. First, get a container for your first aid kit. Most first aid kits are stored in a box or a bag. The box or bag might be red with a symbol that looks like a plus sign on it. It could also just look like a plain bag or case. It's good to use a container that's easy to open and has lots of space for medical supplies. Next, gather the needed supplies. Make sure you do this step with your adult at home. Common supplies are things like bandages, tape, tweezers, and different medicines. Remember not to touch medicine without an adult's help. Talk as a family to determine what is needed and if there are any specific needs for your family, like maybe an inhaler or an EpiPen. And did you know that many first aid supplies can be found at the dollar store? You don't need to spend a lot of money to have a good first aid kit. Then, organize the supplies inside the kit. When you have gathered all of your supplies, it's time to pack them away. If your container has different pockets, you can use them to make sure each item has a place in the bag. If your container does not have pockets, you'll just have to place items into it neatly. It's always a good idea to practice finding specific items inside the kit, so you will be ready for quick action in case of an emergency. Finally, store your kit somewhere easy to find. When you've put away your supplies, close the container completely so nothing can fall out. Make sure to check your first aid kit once every few months so you know if any supplies are low. It's also a good idea to check the expiration dates of any medicine. When things start to run out, restock them right away so you will have what you need when you need it. Let's review. First, get a container for your first aid kit. Next, gather the needed supplies. Then, organize the supplies inside the kit. Finally, store your kit somewhere easy to find. Now, Jesse is prepared. He earned his first aid kit badge. When you get your first aid kit all set, you can earn your badge too. See you later. Hey, hey.